All right, Mr. Guillen, at this time, I am going to deny the motion to reduce your bond based on the evidence that I've heard with regard to the underlying facts of the case and the other factors with regard to the safety of the community. All right, sir, you are Florencio Guillen, and
Judge, Ms. Zepeda's here, I think.
yes, okay. Good morning, Ms. Zepeda.
Good morning.
Would you please raise your right hand? You swear or affirm that you will truthfully and accurately translate from English to Spanish and Spanish to English, so help you God. Thank you. And do you think it's fine like this, or do we need to use?
I think it's okay like this, Judge. To remind the court, we started this hearing last week. We, I guess, took a recess because you wanted to get some more information about the facts of the case from a police detective.
And you had put on some information already about
Yes, Your Honor.
ability to pay and things like that. I already heard that. Okay. So, Mr. Nichols, you may call your witness,
State calls Heather Wilson, Your Honor.
right? And Ms. Zepeda, would you mind stepping on that side of Mr. Guillen, and you can translate for him as we're going. And we'll just go slow so that she can translate. Would you please raise your right hand? You swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give in this hearing will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. Thank you. You may proceed.
Detective, would you give the court your full name and your employment, please?
Heather Wilson. I work for the Beaumont Police Department as a detective.
And you work for crimes against persons?
We've got to let her.
I'm sorry. And did you work and are you familiar with a murder case that occurred in the city of Beaumont, February 27th, 2023, involving a suspect named Florencio Guillen and a victim by the name of Gerardo Ramos?
Yes.
The victim is Gerardo or Gerardo Ramos? And could you describe for the court the nature of the homicide? What happened?
It was a pretty brutal, violent scene when we showed up and saw the victim who was deceased. He had multiple lacerations to his head and body, very bloody and gruesome looking, which we have, through the investigation, found out that he was killed with a machete.
That was a lot, but you can just kind of summarize what.
And then your review of the scene and the evidence and pictures of the body, was it evident to you that there was defensive wounds on Mr. Ramos's hands and forearms?
Yes, that's correct.
And in addition to all the damage to his face?
Correct.
And did Mr. Florencio Guillen agree to speak with Beaumont detectives about what had happened?
Yes.
And were those conversations conducted in Spanish, translated by Sergeant Tamayo?
Correct.
And during these conversations, was there any indication that Mr. Ramos had been the aggressor or had attacked Mr. Guillen?
Your Honor, I'm going to object to your saying if Sergeant Tamayo is not here to testify, I would object to any statements that remain outside the courtroom. That's your say.
I think for purposes of this bond hearing, Judge, this is appropriate. If she was present while it was going on, it's just being spoken through a translator.
Overruled.
Go ahead.
You can answer.
Correct. That he did not allege that Mr. Ramos had attacked him.
And isn't it true that the extent of what he claimed was that Mr. Ramos had made statements to him that made him uncomfortable or worried, but there was no attack on him first?
Correct.
Just a answer that the people don't mind.
It's, yeah, okay. And he's not being asked.
Right.
Okay.
And how long have you been a police officer?
15 years.
How many homicides do you think you've worked?
Probably been on the scene. It's 100.
Have you ever seen anything like this?
This was a first.
The court's been furnished, the first part of this hearing was with some pictures of the deceased. Have you ever seen another person intentionally do that to you?
I have not.
I'll pass away.
All right, any questions?
Yes, Your Honor. Officer, did you or did your department have any prior dealings with Gerardo Ramos prior to this incident?
I believe the department did. He had received like a trespass warning from a nearby trailer park across the street from where this incident occurred. I personally had not, but patrol officers did.
So you're not aware that he had been trespass warned from the actual trailer park where he was found murdered at?
He wasn't murdered at a trailer park.
I'm sorry, at the location where he was murdered.
No.
Okay. Other than being trespass warned, were there any other incidents involving Gerardo Ramos? Any prior criminal history?
I'd have to look at it. I'm not sure. I can't say offhand.
Okay. Did you know how long Mr. Ramos had been in the country?
I don't know.
Had you spoken to any of the neighbors of Mr. Guillen to determine if they knew Mr. Ramos?
There were no neighbors. It was just them two on the property.
Okay. What about coworkers of Mr. Guillen?
We did speak to some coworkers. I personally didn't, but my supervisor and other detectives did.
Okay, so you're not aware of whether or not the coworkers of Mr. Guillen had any interactions or prior interactions with Mr. Ramos? I am so sorry. Oh, my goodness.
I forgot to, sorry.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Iba a decir, el señor, usted, señor Guillen, había tenido algunas interacciones con los empleados con Ramos. No sabe, quería saber que Ramos tenía algún archivos de delitos en el pasado, que sea cuando había pasado la propiedad donde tenían mucho en el pasado, donde también fue asesinado, no fue la propiedad que había pasado y que tampoco no hubo, no fue la parte hecho en cerca sino que fue separado. Y que ella sabe de otros tratos y criminales que ha hecho, Ramos no sabía compartir los archivos. Entonces, le hace saber que se fue de que ella sabe de Gerardo a Ramos y de conocerse.
I'm so sorry. Okay. Officer, so you testified that Mr. Guillen had made statements to some of the other officers about him being worried about what Mr. Ramos was doing before he attacked him, correct?
He did our interview with myself and Sergeant Tamayo, he expressed that Mr. Ramos had asked him to kill him, and he was afraid that if he didn't, it would be harm to him.
Do you have translate?
Say that one more time. Ramos was the one that asked to be killed.
That's what he claims,
That's
yes.
what he said. Okay. Dice que le han dado con usted y que usted le ha dicho que Ramos había dicho que él quería que usted lo matara. Y si no, claro, si no fuera la otra manera que usted lo matara. Entonces, eso siempre.
It's just,
Okay.
Officer, one last thing. Did Mr. Guillen tell you that he was afraid of Mr. Ramos or worried that he was going to do something?
After that statement of once Ramos had asked him to kill him, he expressed something along the lines of if he didn't kill him, he felt like harm would be done to him. So
La pregunta es que si te habían dicho a ti que si tenía temor, que si usted no matara, no se te iba a matar a ti, porque lo que había dicho.
I have no further questions.
anything else?
I have a couple of questions for Mr. Gillen, Your Honor, that I don't think were covered before that I cleared up.
Okay.
Mr. Gillen, are you a United States citizen?
Tú tienes la ciudadanía de Estados Unidos, señor.
Soy residente.
Es resident.
And what is your citizenship?
¿Y cuál es la ciudadanía de su propia situación?
La ciudadanía.
La ciudadanía, ¿cuál es? The citizenship for the United States.
Well, are you a citizen of another country?
Tiene la ciudadanía de otro país.
No.
Do you have a passport?
Tienes un pasaporte.
What country passport do you have?
¿De qué país fue que consiguió ese pasaporte?
Es de aquí, no residente
No,
de.
he's answering. He's saying,
Okay.
I got the passport from the residence, but that's not what you want.
No,
Do you have a U.S. passport?
¿Tú tienes un pasaporte de los Estados Unidos?
no, nomás de residente. Pues es pasaporte para venir de México.
I got he says, I got the residence so that I could come back from Mexico. So the passport, I believe, is from Mexico.
Es residente, es por estar aquí. ¿No?
Como el residente.
Sí.
Yeah, the residence is so he could be here in the United States.
All right, thank you. Another question, Judge.
Anything else?
No, Your Honor, not at this time.
Thank you, Detective. All right, any other witness
No other witnesses, Your Honor.
on either side?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Guillen, at this time, I am going to deny the motion to reduce your bond. Based on the evidence that I've heard with regard to the underlying facts of the case and the other factors with regard to the safety of the community, ability to pay, and the fact that you are not a U.S. citizen as well. I'll set this for an announcement, and we'll see where we can get if we need to get it set for trial after that.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and just be sure, you have a notation now for interpreter for announcements and everything, right? Okay, you can go back with the bailiff. Thank you, Ms. Cepeda.
Yes,
Mr. Galmore?